Hey there, meet Sarah. She graduated top of her class from an elite university, landed a great job at a prestigious tech company, and earns a six-figure salary. Yet, at 35, she's still firmly in the middle class, living paycheck to paycheck in a modest apartment. You might think this doesn't make sense. Shouldn't smart people like Sarah naturally become wealthy? But here's the thing. Being smart academically doesn't automatically translate to being rich. In fact, you'll be surprised to learn that many highly intelligent people, doctors, engineers, professors, and other professionals, stay in the middle class their whole lives. Why does this happen? What are these smart people missing? And most importantly, how can you avoid falling into the same trap? In this video, we'll uncover the surprising reasons why smart people often stay middle class, and you'll discover why having a high IQ isn't enough to build wealth. What I'm about to share might challenge everything you believe about intelligence and success, and trust me, the third reason will probably shock you. Section 1. The education trap. Let's start with what might seem counterintuitive. Sometimes, being too good at education can actually hold you back financially. How? Well, many smart people fall into what I call the trap of education trap. Remember Sarah? Throughout her life, she excelled at following the rules. Study hard, get good grades, earn advanced degrees. This pattern of success in education created a specific mindset. Follow the system, and you'll be rewarded. But here's where it gets interesting. The rules for building wealth are completely different from the rules for academic success. For example, in school, taking risks and failing is punished with bad grades. But in building wealth, taking calculated risks and learning from failures is often the key to success. Look at Elon Musk. His first company, Zip2, struggled initially. PayPal faced numerous challenges, and Tesla nearly went bankrupt in 2008. But each failure taught him valuable lessons that eventually led to his extraordinary wealth. But wait, you might be thinking, shouldn't education make you richer? Well, that leads us to our next surprising point. Section 2. The income illusion. Here's a puzzling fact. Many smart people focus on increasing their income through traditional means, like getting promotions or switching jobs for higher salaries. But having a high income doesn't automatically make you wealthy. Let me show you why. Take two people, Mike, a software engineer making $150,000 a year, and Tom, a small business owner making $80,000. Mike lives in an expensive city, pays high taxes, and has significant student loan debt from his master's degree. Meanwhile, Tom lives in a smaller city, has no debt, and invests heavily in his business and real estate. Despite earning less, Tom is actually building more wealth than Mike. Why? Because Tom understands something crucial that many smart people miss. It's not about how much you make, but how much you keep and invest. This leads us to an even more surprising revelation in our next section. Section 3. The knowledge paradox. Now, here's where things get really interesting. You might think that smart people, with their ability to quickly learn and understand complex concepts, would naturally make better financial decisions. But research shows something completely different. A 2023 study from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that people with higher IQs often suffer from what's called analysis paralysis. They spend so much time researching and analyzing options that they miss opportunities to build wealth. For example, they might spend months researching the perfect stock to invest in, while missing out on years of compound interest from simple index fund investments. But there's an even bigger problem that smart people face, which I'll reveal in the next section. Section 4. The lifestyle inflation trap. Here's a scenario that might sound familiar. A smart person gets a good job with a high salary. They think, I worked hard for this, I deserve to enjoy it. Soon they're living in a nice apartment, driving a luxury car, and enjoying expensive hobbies. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's particularly dangerous for smart people. Why? Because smart people are excellent at rationalizing their decisions. They can always come up with intelligent-sounding reasons for why they need expensive things. A $50,000 car? It's safer and more reliable. A $3,000 monthly apartment? It's closer to work and saves time. But here's what they're missing. Every dollar spent on lifestyle is a dollar not invested in building wealth. And the difference over time is staggering. Let me show you some real numbers that might shock you. Section 5. The social pressure problem. Smart people often face unique social pressure that keeps them middle class. How? They're usually surrounded by other high-earning professionals who also live expensive lifestyles. This creates what I call the smart person's bubble. For example, when all your friends are doctors, lawyers, or engineers living in nice neighborhoods and driving luxury cars, living below your means feels like you're falling behind. This social pressure leads to decisions that maintain middle-class status rather than build real wealth. But there's an even more surprising factor at play here. Section 6. The safety addiction. Here's something most people don't realize. Smart people often become addicted to safety and certainty. After years of succeeding through careful study and planning, they develop an aversion to uncertainty, the very thing needed to build significant wealth. Look at Jeff Bezos. In 1994, he had a successful career at a hedge fund, but he took a risk to start an online bookstore called Amazon. Most smart people would consider it foolish to leave a secure, high-paying job for such an uncertain venture. But that's exactly what separated Bezos from other intelligent professionals. Section 7. The solution. So, how can smart people break free from these patterns? The answer might surprise you. It's not about getting smarter or learning more. Instead, it's about unlearning certain habits and adopting new ones. First, smart people need to start thinking like investors rather than employees. This means focusing on building assets rather than just increasing income. Second, they need to overcome their addiction to certainty and start taking calculated risks. Finally, they need to resist the social pressure to maintain an expensive lifestyle. For example, consider Mark, a software engineer who bucked the trend. Instead of upgrading his lifestyle when he got raises, he lived like a college student for 5 years after graduation. He invested the difference in rental properties and tech startups. Today, his net worth is 10 times that of his equally smart peers who followed the traditional path. In conclusion, being smart isn't enough to become wealthy. In fact, sometimes high intelligence can work against you in building wealth. The key is understanding these patterns and consciously choosing to break free from them. If you want to learn more about how to build wealth regardless of your IQ, check out my next video about the surprising habits of self-made millionaires. Trust me, what they do differently will shock you. Remember, intelligence is a tool. It's how you use it that matters. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is stop relying solely on being smart. If you want me to make other videos explaining these topics, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.